Hey, what's up, Vitaly? This is going to be a quick demo video for you for your very cool green Mamba saber from Custom Saber Shop in Sloth Furnace. You obviously opted to go with a bare aluminum version, which I think looks really nice. It kind of accentuates rather all of the machining that was done on the saber. There's a lot of stuff going on with this guy. It's a pretty simple setup as far as operation, but how to get to the board and other things, it's pretty complicated. So we're going to go over to my desk and take a look at it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. All right, Vitaly, so here is your green Mamba. This is going to be kind of a short and sweet demo. I'm not going to open up the saber to show you how to get to the board because there's a lot of moving parts, but I will explain how to do it just in case you ever want to make any changes to your config file, which I also included on the SD card per usual, right? So I've got your sound fonts on here. You're running the Aggression sound font from KSIF, and you're running two sound fonts from JDeLorean. You've got your heavy sound font and one called Electro. All right, so I did program the crystal chamber separately. So there's 3 blade styles per font. You've got your main blade, you've got your crystal chamber, and then the 3rd blade style will be 2 separate 11 pixel accent strips that I have back here in this venting area, and they are wired together so they act the same, but they're a separate blade style from the other 2. All right, so 3 blade styles, those sound fonts. Your blade retention screw is going to be this middle one right here, so don't mess with either of these 2, but this middle guy right here. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll loosen that up. Your provided blade plug will slide out. If I can show you that in there, that is a KR Sabers V4 Eco lit PCB connector for your blade. So we'll just go ahead and put a blade in here right now. This is made for a 1-inch diameter blade. It is programmed for a full-length blade. I'm just using my little TriStar test blade. All right, so before we turn the saber on, let's talk about how to get to the board, because the board is located right here. All right, you'll have to, don't take these 2 out, but you'll have to take these 2 screws out. So a screw here, a screw here, a screw here, and a screw here. You'll take those 4 out. Start with this guy in the back, slide it back and off. So back and off. All right, when you do that, these 4 little greeblies will fall off, and that's okay. They're just press fit in there. All right, when you get those out, take this one, slide it all the way back to right here, and then slide it off. All right, so all the way back, off. When you do that again, these 4 greeblies here will come off, and that's okay. They are again press fit into there. All right, when you get these 2 rings off and all those 8 greeblies off, there is a shroud right here. You can see this kind of like shielding. This will pop off one side, and then there's another one right here, and that will pop off that side. That will reveal your Proffie board, and that's how you get to there and you make changes, and then do everything that I just said in reverse to put them back on. All right, and that's how you do that. Quite a journey, but that's how the saber is designed. Your charging is right here. So you have a provided charging cable that I have in your box. In fact, I got it right here. I'll make sure that this goes back in your box, but you'll notice it has a little round magnetic plug right there, right? So you take this greebly right here, you pop it off, and it's held on there with a magnet. And then when you do that, that finds its home right there. And that's how you charge that guy. You see how it just goes right there? And that's how you charge that, all right? When you're not charging it, you shouldn't have any problems with this staying in place. All right, so that's your recharge port. Over here, the greebly, it looks exactly the same. That is your kill switch. You just want to turn it 1 click. Now we've turned on the saber. If I turn on this light, turn off the light rather, you can see your crystal chambers kind of pulsing a little bit. I've got your LED strips over here doing a little something different. All right, the switches are here and here, so the one on the right hand side is power. So these will ramp up in nature. Your crystal chamber will go solid. And then you've got twist off. Now that blade in particular, is mainly purple, but when you swing it around, it's red. That's why I made the crystal chamber red here and red here. All right. To go to the next sound font, we'll hit auxiliary, which is right here. This is the aggression font from KSith. Hit power, which is on the right-hand side. Remember, auxiliary up here. Twist off, we'll go to the other sound font. This is the heavy one. Now, both of your JDeLorean fonts came with blade styles that I used. They were both purple, so that's why I mixed up the crystal chambers. I didn't want to give you purple on one and then purple on the other. This is a mainly purple blade, so you have, purple crystal chambers, and the other one was purple, but when you swung it, it was red. So you got the red crystal chambers on this one. All right, we'll hit power. Blaster bolt deflex, as always, is just tapping auxiliary. Or blade lockup is holding it down and hitting the saber. Just like that. And then you've got twist off on this as well. To play any of your soundtracks, because they all three have one, hold down power for about 1 second and let go.
This is the way. This is the way. This is
all right.
the way. This is the way.
And then hold down power for 1 second and let go again to turn off the font. And then when we want to turn the saber off itself, we'll turn it on real quick. We'll come over here to this one, turn it 1 click, and that kills the saber. All right, so we'll go ahead, take the blade out, put your blade plug back in, mainly so I don't forget about it, so I can do it right here in the demo. You can either make sure that it's even with the emitter, or you've got some room to go in. I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way in for shipping, and then you do what you'd like to do. We'll tighten this guy up. You don't got to crank on it, just give it a little snug. And that is basically how you operate that saber. So this is your green Mamba from the Custom Saber Shop and Sloth Furnace. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks.